Here's the essence of using green screen, or the technical name is called chroma key. What you're doing is creating a background with a solid color that is so distinctive that the computer is going to be able to remove that color but nothing else. So that's why we're using bright green. Needless to say, you wouldn't want to wear a green shirt to that production day. Now, what we're using here is just a green tarp that's draped over our poles and suspension system. If you're going to use this technique a lot and you have the space to dedicate to it, then what you actually might want to do is buy some green screen paint and paint a permanent wall. Now, the reason for that is that this is a nice tarp. It stows easily because we don't really use green screen all that often in our normal productions. And when it's rolled up, no matter how nicely we treat it, there's always going to be some slight imperfections in the way that it hangs from the racks. Now, why are these imperfections important? The number one rule for a successful green screen shot is that the green screen is lit very, very evenly. So there's a couple techniques that you can use to help with that. First, I want some distance between myself and the green screen behind me. And the reason for that is that I've got several lights here on the side that are projecting light onto the green screen so that the key that's lighting me doesn't cast a shadow on the green screen behind it. Or if it does cast a shadow, it's immediately behind it and the camera doesn't see it. So I've actually got 3 soft boxes around me lighting this green screen. You might even see that a shadow perhaps appears if I block some of that light. So with that in mind, I'm going to try to keep into a fairly narrow alley here that's lined up with a camera. I'm still being lit by a fairly narrow key light, and these soft boxes are able to light the background with a very soft, even light. That's going to help the computer do its job. Now, what we're shooting from here is a head-to-toe shot, and because my feet are in the camera, we've curved the green screen down and I'm actually standing on it, and that's going to allow the computer to remove everything right up to the front of my toes. If we had a longer tarp on this particular set, going out even further would probably be better. Now, once you've lit it evenly, you've gotten the video into the computer, changing the set is easy as, and now I'm here. And you don't really even have to use a place or a location, but you can also use a computer-generated background. And you can buy these online or from a number of different sources that produce nice, simple, non-distracting backgrounds that do things like allow you to put up bullet points. So for instance, let's review the important parts of shooting a chroma key background. First, you want to be able to put some separation between the talent and the background to help you light it evenly. Second, you're going to want as many soft lights as you can pouring light on the background. That's going to help erase any shadows that is caused by the lights necessary to light me. And third, if everything is lit correctly, you can put it in the computer and use the chroma key filter to knock out all of the green background, and you will have a successful chroma key. This is a fun one to try and impress clients with because it can really add some versatility to your productions. Now, when you're going to edit the green screen, here's what you're really trying to do. You're going to take all the footage that you shoot with the green in the background and lay it, say, in your second track, in the top track. And then you're going to put whatever background you want in the track underneath that, in the first track. Now, you probably know from editing that whatever you put in the uppermost track in your multi-track compositing software, that's the one that you're going to see. It's sort of on top of all the rest of them. What you're going to do is put the video of your person in front of the chroma key background in a, let's say, the second track, and then you're going to put a picture of whatever background you want them standing in front of in the first track. Then you're going to knock out this green screen using a chroma key filter. Now, once you've done that, once you've added that filter and clicked and chosen the color that you want to knock out, there may be a little tune-ups that you'll do with that filter to remove some of the edges and some of the shadows, that sort of thing. But then the person you'll be standing there with all of this green gone, you can see through that to whatever it is you have on the first track. Now, one little trick about how to place people in front of other locations. If you're going to have me standing in front of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, you need to look at that video ahead of time and decide how it's lit. For instance, where I'm in here in a studio being lit by a bright key of a certain temperature, that may or may not look right if you put me outside with a bright sunlight coming from over here. The shadows of my face will be different than everything else in the background, and it very well may be a different temperature. So I may be lit by a cooler light in the studio than I would be in the bright sun outside. So the lighting that I'm getting right now might be perfect for being lit, let's say, in the lobby of an office or in the lobby of a car dealership where normal office lights are lighting me. But if you want to light me outside, you may actually want to light your talent with a bright, warm light.